bro. We've got a partner in crime. It's equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He don't think he's been counting on his name. People keep asking him, was it giving that person doesn't stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. The rock in the proof. He'll get you buzzing quicker than the shot of vodka with juice. Him and your score and all around is one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%. But Mike, nobody really knows how it
Proceeds from the South Carolina Education Lottery benefit a wide range of educational programs, including college scholarships, public education, county libraries, and the infamous yellow school bus. So when you play the lottery, you're not just taking a chance, you're also giving one.
without, yeah.
Our commentating's fun. We have fun.
We're going to talk about soccer. Welcome to today's game as Landers here against USC Aiken. The game was originally scheduled for yesterday, but due to the hurricane, it was pushed back a day, and it's a great day for it. I'm here at Sidney Kate Murphy today, and beautiful weather out here today.
Hello, Pacer fans. It is beautiful, although I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and a pair of leggings, and it's currently 75 and straight sunny, so I'm probably going to be sweating as much as them today on the field. But it is a beautiful day. Clear skies. Absolutely beautiful.
Lander comes into the game at 2-6-1. They're 1-3-1 in conference play. USC Aiken's 3-8 on the year, 1-4 in the league.
Pretty zoomed in.
That's fine.
I guess you're not.
You're doing great, boy. Boy's doing great. And today we have former USC Aiken women's soccer standout Joy Kershawn helping us with the camera.
Should have came in woman for the day.
Also a personal trainer.
And fact checker, probably, since Tori isn't here today.
And Lander takes the first shot and right to Karin Kydwater, who again has not come out of the goal all year long.
And it's great that you still have a dominant goalie back there who's able to continually play every single minute of every single game.
I mean, she'll be passing the 1,000-minute mark for the season in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah, Sarah Moore takes the ball and plays it down the end line.
The wind just definitely helped that one stay in.
And played by Abby Frick right into the chest of a Bearcat defender. And if you're at the volleyball game last night, you saw some of that last night with some of our players taking shots, legal shots, and hitting the other players as well.
I like how you had to put the legal part in there.
It was nothing illegal, just watch out for Taylor Stratton when she's playing volleyball.
Deadly, deadly kills. I would be absolutely terrified to be on the other side of the net.
Yes. Looks like Catherine McHale is trying to go through 3 different defenders.
Looks like she gets tripped up in the box, but no fouls called.
I mean, great play on the ball by the Bearcat defender. Otherwise, she doesn't get it. It's probably a PK.
Absolutely. That's the most important part about it. Once you're inside of the box is you have to make sure that you're going strictly after the ball, or else you're going to get that foul called, and you've got a 25 to 75% chance on saving it, and then 75 making it.
And the goal kick from Megan Wiley, the sophomore from Lilburn, Georgia, and the goal for Lander.
Let me guess, you've been to that part of Georgia?
No, but I've had.
You've driven through there.
No, I haven't driven through there, but
You have friends from there.
I do.
It's one of the three sayings. Is, I went there, I've driven through there, and I know somebody there.
Well, Lilburn, Georgia is when I went to school at Wingate, we had a set of twins. One played basketball, one ran cross country, and they were from Lilburn, Georgia. Sorry, that's how I know people from there. But that was decades ago. It seems like.
I guess that's what happens when you work with so many student athletes, is you eventually know a lot of people from there. And it's gonna go a wide shot for the Pacers, and it's gonna be a goal kick for Lander.
Was that Phillips on the shot?
I think it was.
Which is her second career shot. I mean, she had the one that was wide open in the last home match, but pulled it just a little bit left. And trying to get that first shot out of the way as a collegiate player, sometimes it's a little bit scary.
It is nerve-wracking. First game, first goal, first everything is always nerve-wracking. Sometimes even when you've been doing it for 4 years and your senior years here and you're still taking that shot, sometimes you still might be a little bit nervous. But this is the breast cancer game today.
Kick for a cure.
So I know a lot of the girls are wearing their pink headbands and their pink wristbands, and you see a lot of people in the stands wearing pink today as well. Foul's going to be called on Lander.
And really the only lineup change for the Pacers today is you do have Phillips in the lineup for Dury, who's started for the most part of the season, and has come off the bench the last couple of matches.
Great shot by Abby Frick as she shoots probably about, what do you say, like 50 yards maybe?
Yeah, about 45, 50 yards. Not bad.
She's got a boot. She has a steel boot.
She's got 2 boots, but we use one of them.
She does have 2 boots. It doesn't matter which one she uses either.
No,
they're both just as effective.
It is, and the thing with Frick is, former Division I athlete, and high caliber Division II players is Frick, and it's fun seeing her come in and transfer in the last year and a half. Her junior, senior years, coming from Winthrop, and it's been great to know her. But I mean, just what she brings to the team is just another level of confidence and ability in the back.
She will definitely be missed next year.
She reminds me a little bit of Kyle McGuire with her toughness, and I know that Kyle McGuire was before your time, but.
I know Kyle.
Kyle would dislocate her shoulder, it seems like, and come back on the sideline, pop it back in, and go back in the game.
Those are the kind of players that you want to put on the field, too. Those who are willing to do whatever they possibly can to stay on the field.
And McGuire, who's doing really well in Texas right now, says she wants to retire by the time she's 40 years old, and she's well on the way to doing that.
Well, not.
Very, very smart.
I'm not there.
Me either.
What does she do nowadays?
She works in the oil industry, I believe, but she also owns a house or 2 here in Aiken and rents it out, and wants to increase her property to be able to rent places out to people and make it come that way. And at 24, 25 years old, she's already gotten a couple places and doing well.
It's okay, Joy.
Joy wants to say something nice about her. She's a good person and a trainer, so she's kind of scary.
She is a little scary. Softball team found out that supposedly she was going to be taking care of our workouts this summer, and we were all freaking out.
As Mikhail takes the ball up the top and tries to beat 2 defenders, plays it out of bounds. She'll take the throw in, looking for Phillips. Plays it back to Caldwell, whose mother and brother were supposed to come down this week, but because of the hurricane and the postponement of Thursday game did not come down, so hopefully that they're watching and doing well.
She is. We were just texting. Hello, Mama Cabo.
Armendariz takes it and plays it out, so it's going to be a goal kick for Lander.
It is toasty.
It is. I was wearing jeans today, and I probably should have just worn like mesh shorts. And
I probably should have worn a tank top and shorts, not leggings and a long sleeve t-shirt. I might have to change during halftime.
I mean, being from Ohio, it's probably like 120 degrees for you.
It is okay. Everyone keeps saying that, but you have to think that I've been down here for almost 3 years now, and I'm used to it. And the only time I'm at home is during the summer when it's really, really hot too, or when it's really, really. But I am excited for the cold because I'm excited for snow, and I'm excited to go snowboarding and sledding. And I remember that I was so excited, and everyone else was like, we can't drive on the roads. I was like, this is nothing.
Having lived in the Northwest like September for us.
Right. Like, oh, it snows. Oh, that's nice. Just like a little, like, tiny covering, and everyone thinks that it's like an apocalypse going on here.
And the cross from Emily Germstad, the freshman from Irma, South Carolina. But Cadwallader was there to take it. Bearcats win the second ball, but then, they almost played it out of bounds, but able to control the possession. A little different styles here because Lander tries to play small ball and connect several short passes, where USC again seems to try to take it and play long.
Ball.
As an athlete, what do you prefer?
It kind of depends on who you're playing, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm usually more of a long ball person just because of the fact that I used to be a midfielder, and sending the ball down the line, knowing that you have speed up top, helps out a lot. But then again, that's small ball, and having those little intricate passes, I mean, sometimes that's the best way that you can go. But it all depends on the team that you're playing and who you have up top. Because who you have up top is probably going to be the most important part because you need that speed.
Right. And that's the one part where you missed a little bit of a couple players that we had from last year for USC Aiken and Hannah Allison and Megan Smith playing up top. Not just speed up there, but also very smart, heady players.
Great footwork, too.
Fourth and fifth in the career point scored list, despite the fact, Hannah Allison was only here for 3 years and was injured for about a year and a half of it.
And I couldn't even imagine how many goals she would have had if she was here for all 4 years, and healthy.
Probably more than me. As Xander takes it and had a good 2-on-1 opportunity, but wasn't able to corral it, but Pacers just beat it out of bounds. Could be a throw-in for Lander.
Sarah Moore clears it up the field all the way to Amanda Mazzy.
Mazzy leaves it for Phillips.
It's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be a Pacer throw-in.
And Caitlin Armstrong throws it in. The sophomore from Whitby, Ontario, Canada. Which is what they call her, but...
I know, I really, to be honest with you, I had no idea what her name was for like the first 4 months that I knew her. I only knew her as Canada.
Yeah.
I really did, and I still call her only Canada. And I think it's hilarious.
Yeah,
but
it's okay when one of your friends calls you only Sydney instead of
no,
Sydney Kate.
it is Sydney Kate or Sydney Kate Murphy. I go by my government name. Or
even though your friend from back home calls you only Sydney when she's talking to me.
Okay, she does not count. She actually called me Sid yesterday, and I was like, girl. I do not think so.
And referring to your friend Christine Carroll, who played really well yesterday.
She did play very phenomenal. I was so happy for her. I really, really was.
And just think when she gets to turn 18 years old, how good she'll be, which is in
she's
3
still
weeks.
Baby.
Yes, Caldwell boots it down and out of bounds for a goal kick.
There's actually a really, really good turnout right now for a Sunday game, especially the fact that it was also moved. Yeah, it is a breast cancer game, but I mean.
And the fact that Georgia South Carolina are getting ready to kick off in just over an hour or two, so you're going to lose some fans to that.
I was almost going to go, but they had to move it to Sunday, which is good, which is fine. It was necessary.
Yeah. And the good thing is that Lander only lives, just a short little bit away. So
Not even an hour, I don't think. I think it's like 45 minutes.
Depends on how you drive.
For me, it's like 30. On a good day, 25.
Hopefully there are no cops listening.
Hey, it's back roads.
Right.
Sorry, cops. If there are any listening. But I'm about 99.9% sure some of the girls on the team have police officer parents. Sorry, I'm a bad influence on your daughters when it comes to driving fast. Great ball by the Pacers as they are going to sprint it out and see who wins the ball. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds, and it's going to be a Pacer throw-in.
And Wiley came out about 40 yards from the pipes, and that's
good cross in the middle by Sarah Moore, but she is going to be Amanda Mazzy is going to be called offsides.
Yeah, Mazzy was just kind of just waiting there, like I'm open, and didn't realize she was about 10 yards behind the defense.
Sometimes I hate that rule so much, but then I love it so much as well because it helps and hurts you sometimes.
I think, hey, if you end up, the scoring would go up. If you get it, it's like cherry picking in basketball. You just, hey, I'm open, kick it to me. Let's see what happens. It would change the strategy of the game, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
It's like hockey when they made the rule change a couple years ago and they got more scoring. They try to play the ball down, and it was just playing keep away momentarily from the Pacers.
You know what I just noticed? Amanda Mazzy almost uses her arms like a cheetah uses its tail. Have you ever noticed that? She uses her arms whenever she's trying to move really, really quickly to try and shift her body and shift her hips. And I'm just now seeing how much she actually does do that.
And Lander had a great opportunity there, but missed a point blank shot. And I'm going to have to go Google, something about how cheetahs move, and then I'll have to refer back to that first because I'm
A
not.
cheetah uses their tail to move side to side when they're trying to chase their prey.
I haven't
It
been,
helps
I haven't
them.
been
It
chased
helps
by
them
one.
move fast. Oh no! If she just starts chasing you, or even me, we're done. Sorry.
As long as I can outrun somebody, I'm good.
You're probably gonna be able to outrun a lot of people. You'd be
Yeah.
surprised.
So you're saying I'm slow or not that slow?
No, I'm saying that you're not that slow. Other people are very slow.
And Frick gets whistled for the foul. Looks like Logan Lewis, the junior from Lexington. And Sarah Moore goes over top of the ball so they can't play fast, but man, Frick's reversal, like a wrestling move, a 2-point takedown.
She can be very vicious on the field.
Lewis takes it and curls it in. She bent it like Beckham, but right to Cadwallader. Did you
Okay,
watch it?
I'll let you. That was a good one because she actually did bend it. But the other times you've said it, it is not
It's
bent
the
it
only
like
soccer
Beckham.
movie I know other than like Ladybugs.
You know, I still haven't watched that game even though I told you that I was gonna watch it. I'm about to do that tonight while I'm sitting
need
here
to
doing
study.
my homework. I can do both. It's called multitasking.
It's okay. I was doing work last night about 11 o'clock watching the football game, so I was multitasking very
So
well.
if I go and check all of the volleyball.
I was working on my game notes for Tuesday, so
Okay, well if there's any spell checks in there, that means that you're not allowed to multitask anymore.
no.
Again, not an English major.
No, yeah, accounting major here. Oh, great ball from Lewis. Played it deep. And Cadwallader barely gets after it, but that was a well-played ball by Lander, and Lander's taking control of the game right now.
And they're still going to win it back, and they've had possession most of the game. Probably about 65-30 of the
Right.
game so far, and we're still
Yeah.
about... I can't even actually
It looks
see
like
the
there's
board.
about 27 minutes left in the half.
Mm-hmm.
As Germstadt takes it down low and tries to cross it, looking for someone. And Lander again has a great opportunity, just unable to convert. Gonna have a first substitute of the game is Sarah Dury.
Substituting in for the
Comes to the
Pacers,
game
number
for
9,
Callie
Sarah
Phillips.
Dury.
Dury spelled like Drury,
Drury. D-R-U-R-Y.
but it's Dury.
Dury.
Rhymes with Fury,
So it's a silent R.
pretty much.
Silent first R.
Right. You should be an English major.
Absolutely not. I
And-
think my English professors would hate me.
It's okay. I remember leaving college and telling my English professor, thankfully I'll never have to write another paper or do anything else with English because I'm going to be an accounting major. And boy, if I was wrong.
Well, I've been starting to get more and more papers starting to write as a comm major, so. But that's good for me because I've never been good at writing papers. But now I got a compliment from one of my professors saying that I wrote a great paper. And I was really happy about that.
You can start writing for me. Every single softball story
That
you
is
can write.
perfectly fine.
As long as you use your picture for every single game, right?
No, because there are some really ugly ones out there. I am not a photogenic person on the softball field. Put my hair and my makeup on, but doesn't picture well.
Nice ball as Caroline Casey plays it back to the center of the field to Lang, who flicks it ahead. Good job by Rish to be able to get it in front of the ball. Win it back for the Pacers as Caitlin Armstrong takes it. Plays it forward.
Great ball, and Amanda Mazzy's going to race up to the field and try to beat out the keeper. Keeper loses the ball, and Lander's going to go ahead and kick it out of bounds.
But they're going to whistle the foul on the Pacers for I guess
Collision.
yeah. Keeper said, "You can't touch me."
See, in hockey, if you were
That
to
would be a
around
fight.
the goalie, you would be screwed because they are allowed to do whatever they want to you when you're in their little circle. That's why I love hockey, because I love how rough it is. And now I play a non-contact sport, and it's not very fun. Well, it's fun, but it's not as fun.
See, I need to start watching hockey. One of my friends is one of the ticket directors for the team out of Columbus for the hockey team. And she's like, anytime you want to come up, and she's like, we do tickets for them, the Cavaliers, whatever else. I'm like, but I don't have time to go to Ohio, otherwise I would. To go see.
Well, fine then. I don't have time to come back down here anymore.
Well, when they're
Selfish.
in season, I'm working. So that's kind of the issue.
And here comes Hannah Allison, who we were just talking about 10 minutes ago.
Right. Back this weekend.
Good old alumni.
It's gonna be a foul on Lander. And Frick's gonna line it up and probably play to our left. And Frick goes after it again and tries to play it forward. And Dury loses it. The battle of tens over there as Germstead and Moore go after it. And Lander just flicks it towards midfield.
They're going to clear it out. Lander's trying to buy a little bit more time as they get more of their midfielders to try and move up the field.
Unable to connect there, and Pacers gain possession again. Looking for the through ball.
And this is where it comes back to whether or not you're a small ball team or if you're a sending ball team. It also depends on how many people you got also on the defense. And
Moore takes one from about 30 yards out, but
great shot though.
right to Wiley. She just stood there and just put her hands out, and it's almost like something out of the movie The Sandlot, where they send the kid out in center field and hold his
Just
hand
hold your glove up.
with Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm. Squinson Wendy Peppercorn. That's a great movie. That movie will never ever get old.
Which, jokingly enough, that Daniel Mercer, who's the lifeguard at the YMCA, they were like, "Hey, look, she's like Wendy," and they're like,
She actually kind of does look like it.
and they're like, "What are you talking about? She has not seen the movie, so we can't joke with her about it."
I feel like it's more of a softball and a baseball
movie.
movie, and then if you happen to play a different sport and happen to see it, it's just. I mean, it was on all the time on ABC Family during my childhood, so there'd be no reason why some people shouldn't have seen it.
Right.
It's a great movie.
Better than the second or third one.
Or a fourth one. There's 4 now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There is a softball one though. I liked it. It was cool.
And then just gonna take the throw in.
Great block by Amanda Mazzy as they're trying to clear it out of the box. Another block.
And Lander's just trying to clear it, but it goes off Mazzy's shoulder or head. And
Or both.
both.
Probably both.
Way to, get in front of the ball.
Sometimes it hurts. The best thing though is when you get the marks from the soccer ball.
They said like NCAA on it.
Yeah, basically. It's like the branding, but for student athletes.
It's like tattooed.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of other people out there that had the NCAA tattooed on them. I really wouldn't be.
And getting ready, I think, to have a substitute momentarily as the left-footed ball goes in right to Wiley. But Rachel Romeo, the redshirt freshman, talking to Coach George, so looks like she'll be coming in a couple minutes, as is number 8, Sarah Flores, the junior from Kingston, New York, for Lander.
The 8s are coming in.
Maybe that's what it was like when you played like youth league, and you said, okay, you're going to guard the same number you have. It doesn't matter if the person's like a foot taller than you or whatever else, but you're going to go guard them.
You guard the number. If your number's not on there, then you're off the field. You're not allowed to play.
And it looks like Kayla Walker will take the kick just in front of the midfield stripe in the offensive part of the pitch. It's like crazy 8s on the field coming on.
Hey, the number thing, that's more of a rugby thing, though. As
It
in
is.
rugby, you have your specific number, and that's what you wear during the specific game, and you cover the same number as you, almost.
Man, good ball.
Great shot, but just right to Cadwallader.
And that was a hard hit ball.
That was. I heard that hit her chest pretty hard.
Catch a little bit different than from a wide receiver would do.
We could get her the wide receiver gloves.
Yeah. Jurgensen plays it to McHale, who loses it. And Dermstad's looking for someone to move forward. Trying to play it down the sideline to Martin, but Frick comes up with it. Plays it to Dury. Loses it to Kerry George. And the Bearcats regroup.
It's going to be deflected off the Pacers throw-in for Lander.
And you're going to see both eights
All the players wearing number 8 today.
as our PA entered the session.
He kind of caught that on, too.
USC Aiken, Rachel Romeo.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm a little bit biased, but I think that our PA person is
One of the best.
and one of the best in the country. Division 1, Division 2, Division 3.
Absolutely. He's at almost every single sporting event.
Yep.
You know that voice anywhere in Aiken, South Carolina, whether or not you go to the school or not.
And opposing teams know it too. I mean,
Right.
and he
It's
does-
just like, I think it's because it's so like deep, and it's just like, it's kind of like a, what is it? Oh, what is his name? Something Morgan.
Morgan Freeman.
Yes. Thank you, Morgan Freeman. It's kind of like a Morgan Freeman-y
type-
voice.
Have you ever seen those pictures when like Morgan Freeman has something that's written on there and you see it, it's like, did you read this in my voice?
Yes.
Like, same thing with Joe Kotarski.
Yep, exactly. He
But-
was even doing the volleyball game last night, and it's still just great to hear him constantly talking.
Yeah, he was a bit worried. He was like, are we going to play volleyball and soccer at the same time? Because I can't be at everything at the same time.
You have to sacrifice one. It's like the Matrix. You have to choose between the red or the blue. You have to choose between soccer or volleyball.
And
Lander's going to have a shot, but it's just going to go right above the crossbar.
good defense by Dermstead to get the ball away from Jurgensen.
Absolutely great job staying goal side constantly throughout that play.
And, Lander's seen the scouting report. Basically, you shoot it high. And it's tough because Karen Cadwallader's not the typical height of a goalkeeper. And she can jump, but getting that to the high ball is a little bit tougher for her than it is someone that's, say, Dakota Curtis's height.
She does a great job, though, trying to punch it out, though, I will
She does.
say.
She's feisty.
She is very feisty. She's one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. But she can be so, like, she's like the type of person where she's two completely different people on the field and off the field.
Good job by USC Aiken to get in the box.
Olivia.
And it's going to be a throw-in for the Pacers.
As and also getting text from former Pacer Olivia Stiltner, who recently got engaged, so congratulations to her.
They're getting married in February, I'm pretty sure. I think it's early February they're supposed to be getting married, if I remember
I'm
correctly.
just happy for Dean. Just happy for Dean.
Not even Olivia, just only happy for Dean.
I mean, happy for Olivia too, but, talk to Dean more over the years.
They're two really great people. They
are
really, really
good
are.
families they come from.
Oh, absolutely.
As-
And I'm glad that Brett Smith's still here, because then we still have a reason for Dean to come back, too.
right.
And the goal is going to be wide open, and a foul is going to be called inside of the box.
That's going to be a penalty kick. It looks like number 12, Logan Lewis, will take the penalty kick. Lander coach is asking for a card because of the last defender, but the referee still has it in his pocket.
Looks like he's just going to let it stay as a penalty kick. And a save by Cadwallader. Nice, absolute great job reading the hips of the person who was taking the goal kick.
And you could tell, like, Logan Lewis, when she was going up to strike the ball, she was looking right towards the right corner, and that's exactly where she went. And great job by Cadwallader. That's the second one that she stopped this year.
And you know what? That's what you really have to do as a goalkeeper is be able to read the body. Yes, she was facing with her head and with her eyes towards that right side, but sometimes you can even trick the keeper, and it's all about where the hips are and you seeing where her hips are going to be going. And you have to be able to read that so well. That was a great save.
It was. And we have a little bit of talk. The referee said we had someone coming off and on the pitch again, but couldn't read his writing. Yes. Cameron Azad with the call there. As Cadwater plays it. And Taylor Purakowski came in the game a moment ago. Battling Armendariz for the ball. The ball's played out of bounds, so it's going to be a substitute. As Chloe Lipavetsky comes in. And
number 22
for USC Aiken and Cheyenne Cashwell, the freshman from right here in Aiken, South Carolina, didn't have to go far for college education. Just across town.
I was going to say, I wonder if she stays in dorms or if she's actually commuting.
You know, hopefully that to have the full college experience that she's, living in the dorms.
Yeah, see, I agree with that. I mean, it doesn't even matter if, you're only 15 minutes away. It's just getting that college experience, living on your own, away from your parents, not having them clean everything.
And do laundry for you all the time.
But you know what? My mom came down last weekend, and guess what she did? She did all of my laundry.
She dropped off your dog?
She did drop off my dog. Still have her. Almost brought her to the game.
No.
I couldn't really get her up here, though, so.
And it's not allowed since it's pet-free campus.
And she's a service dog. Certified service dog. It's my right to have her with me at all times.
The
paperwork and everything.
Drury plays it forward to McHale. Those two have played together before transferring here this year, and McHale loses the ball, and hopefully with USC Aiken we'll be able to pick it up a little bit after the penalty kick stop, but even though they had possession momentarily, Lander gets the ball back and pushes forward quickly. Not as fast as, say, like Armstrong State did.
No.
Or even as I say, Georgia College, who they scored a goal and 2 seconds later be back on offense.
Looks like Abby Frick is going to be coming out of the defensive mode and starting to transition into the midfielder.
And McHale was just bent over the waist and the ball wasn't played to her. And Lander wants to get, they called her offsides. And this getting a bit chippy over here. The offside flag was up. Play continued, and it was a tough play right outside the box on the Lander player, but they said the offside flag was up, so no penalty. Lander's coach not happy with that, Chris Ayer. And it's tough when the play is called, whistle dead, and something happens afterwards, but we see that in every single sport. Where play continues.
I was about to say, because you don't stop until you hear the whistle blow. And sometimes even when you hear the whistle blow, you still don't stop sometimes.
You still have that extra step or so.
It's hard to be able to just stop your body immediately when you hear that whistle. You almost have to slow it down, slowly tap on the brakes.
The interesting sport to watch like that is women's lacrosse. Because when the whistle blows, they have to sometimes go back a step or two.
Yep.
But as McHale gets the ball and tries to take it to the top of the box, but ends up playing back up to Romeo.
Romeo's going to go ahead and start switching fields. But they're going to lose the ball.
Logan Lewis tries to play it deep, but not on the same page as Purakowski.
And we are just under 11 minutes left in this game.
In the half.
In the half of this game.
There we go. It's a Sunday. Yesterday was a long day of volleyball. So.
Oh my gosh, I know. But a great day of volleyball. Such a great day of volleyball.
2 wins and 6-2 in the league right now.
Third place.
13-3 overall.
Armstrong and
Flagler are both
right above them.
Right, but they were supposed to play last week and didn't because of hurricane. And right now our thoughts and prayers do go out with people who suffered everything with Hurricane Matthew. I mean, Flagler was underwater yesterday. I know Armstrong State has a lot of issues. Francis Marion had a lot of wind and some rain down there.
Yeah, I know that.
And Pembroke, sorry, go ahead.
The Pacer families sending their love all the way to Flagler. We're actually starting to do care packages for each team. So, like the women's basketball team will get women's basketball. We'll get softball, soccer will get soccer, and we'll just send them stuff that they need. You know, feminine products. I mean, food. I'll probably be sending snacks. You know, anything that they need right now, just because they're going through such a hard time, and you know, most of those kids that are down there are out of state.
Right.
Couldn't go home, or you know, they've got nowhere else to stay. So.
And Pacer players down, and while they're down, you know, we'll go ahead and thank a couple of our sponsors today with the Dan McKenna State Farm Insurance, you know, Aiken Flooring, Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, the Quality Inn Suites, and the South Carolina Education Lottery. As Amanda Giordano is getting ready to come in, the sophomore from Seneca, South Carolina. But if it's not for all of our sponsors, we can't do everything that we do.
Looks like the player that's down is going to be Tori Caldwell. And the trainer's over there checking her out just to make sure she's all right. And I think it was her head, it almost looks like. Or it might be her knee.
But she's tough.
She is tough. She's going to come off the field as Amanda's going to come in for her. Just giving her a little breather, a little break, just to being able to go and check on her.
There's a Amanda trainer checking on a couple of her players right now.
Substituting in for the Pacers, number 4, Amanda Giordano.
Giordano's who's battled some injuries and sickness for most of this year. Battled concussion last year. I mean, one of the best kids I've ever been around, plain and simple. One of the funniest kids I've ever been around.
She is very funny. We both have a class together, and
when you see her smile with all like 95 of her teeth, I mean, it's just, you know.
here we go with the teeth again.
Yeah, I know. But she's doing a lot better now than she was a few weeks ago, and it's fun to see her and talk to her about stuff. And don't worry, Mom and Dad, if they're listening. She's doing well in school too.
She is doing well. I'm making sure that she's doing good in her intro to communications class. We're in that together.
But trying to figure out what's going on. It's gonna be Lander's ball.
Looks like Lander is going to make 2 more subs.
Well, Lane came off momentarily, and they're going to let her get back on. And it looks like in just a second, Antonella Monreal, sophomore from Miami, Florida, will be coming onto the pitch.
I wonder how her family's doing down there. And that's got to be scary, too, if you're playing at a different school and, you know, your hometown gets hit like that, how that affects you mentally during the game.
Right.
So.
Substituting in for the Bearcats, number 28, Antonella Monreal.
Antonella Monreal is into the game now. Midfielder forward, trying to use a little bit of speed. The last couple minutes before the half, maybe try to steal a goal.
And you know what? It's still 0-0 game. Each team has had a good, decent amount of shots on goal, and even with the opportunity of goal kick, or sorry, penalty kick.
Good defense by Cadwallader. And good dribbling there by Lipovetsky. Ready for the cross, but Frick is right there. Right back to Cadwallader. McHale plays it forward up to Dury. Dury's going, what, 2-on-4. And gets triple teamed.
And the foul is going to be called on the Pacers, and it's going to be a Lander kick.
And Dury's just looking for someone to pass to and dribbled in circles until she got the ball taken away from her.
I mean, she
At
had
that
4
point-
defenders on her, 3 on her back, 1
Yeah.
on her front side, so.
Couldn't really do too much. You know, that's when you have to look back and try to pass back towards midfield stripe, and that's what she's doing. And someone, gets triple teamed and take the foul instead of letting Lander get on the run right there.
Yeah, that's where the Pacers need to be able to come in and help her out a little bit more. But that was a great defensive job by Lander. And that almost reminds me of when little kids play soccer, how everybody just runs towards the ball. And they move as like a beehive almost. It's like they all move with the ball. All in a big circle on the field. Giant field, all in a little, like 15 by 15 foot radius box.
Just wonder, are you taking any biology this semester with cheetahs and bees and stuff? I just wanted to know.
No,
Just curious.
I'm done with my biologies.
Okay.
It's the nature side of me.
Okay.
What is it? Animal Planet.
Okay.
It's a great thing to watch. I think I picked that up from Samantha Chubb on the softball team. She's a biology major, and she would always constantly be talking about nature at practice, and I think I started picking up on that a little bit.
I stick with the Discovery Channel or ESPN.
I'm an ESPN person, too. Sometimes you have to switch it up a little bit. Watch a little bit of Grey's Anatomy, a little bit of Scandal, a little bit of Blacklist, some Animal Planet in there somewhere.
Playing the ball deep and gonna give Dury a chance to go get it.
And here is Lander showing the foot-to-foot skill.
With Casey throwing it to the midfield stripe to Novovetsky. Loses it to Dury. Plays it to Armendariz. Plays it up high to McHale.
McHale is going to lose the ball, and it's going to be deflected off Lander, and it's going to be a gold kick for the Pacers. Great opportunity here for them as they're about to set up. And they pull Abby Frick up top.
With about 5 minutes left in the half. You can always check on patriotsports.com for the live stats to have the accurate time.
Great ball by Amanda Giordano, and it's going to be shot.
By Dury and blocked. McHale tries to, and it's blocked again and booted out towards midfield.
As Kimmy Jurgensen races for the ball, she's going to be able to try to win the ball back.
And Frick gets it, plays it towards the box. Headed away by Lander. And now they're on the attack. Just for a second, though, as Armendariz is right in the middle of everything. Booted out of bounds by Caroline Casey.
The Pacers have been doing a good job being able to hold on to the ball a little bit longer for the past 10 minutes. Lander's been pretty dominant during the whole game with the ball.
It seems like USC Aiken's been able to push forward a little bit more.
After that penalty kick, absolutely. Nothing more can get you excited than your goalkeeper saving a penalty kick like that.
And Frick's going to chase it to the end line and tries to play it, but
Does a great job deflecting off the Lander player. It's going to be a Pacer throw, and
Pierkowski did a good job there.
Lander wins it back.
Lipovetsky plays it up to Pierkowski. Plays it back to Lang.
Great ball, but Karin Calwater is going to come out and get the ball.
And Armendariz tries to take it. Lander regains possession, plays it out wide. Good job by Giordano to win it. And she's got an open field in front of her. Drops off to Romeo.
Romeo sends it up, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Lander throw-in.
It's about 3:15 left in the half.
Half of the game, the first half of the game.
Yes.
I know that probably some of the parents that were listening were like, wait, what? The game's already over?
The ball's played up to Lewis.
And Karin comes out of the goal. Casey Rich does a great job trying to deflect it out of the box.
And instead she's offsides on that. After Lewis was down on the end line and Cadwallader's just going to take her time. Yeah, foul on Lander.
And we're just at the 2-minute mark for the first half of the game. Hopefully one of these teams can score before the half ends. But it will be an interesting second half if they go in 0-0 and come back out.
And if either of the teams gets on the board with just over a minute or so left, and well-played ball. And look at the hustle by Frick.
Abby Frick does a great job fighting off the defender for the ball.
I mean, if that ball was played about a yard or two farther, then Lander gets the ball, but Frick is just, she's fun to watch.
She is. She just turns on her motor and she just gets rolling.
And Walker plays it in to Lang. Playing small ball here.
1 minute left in the half.
Lipovetsky
1 minute.
plays up front.
And it's going to be offsides for Lander.
That was a close call as well.
That was a very, very close call. That ball ended up going in. Abby Frick's going to go ahead and take the kick. They have about 40 seconds left.
Plays it short to Armendares, who's immediately double teamed. Plays it out to Moore.
Moore's going to send it up into the middle. Lander's going to try and clear it. Sarah Moore's going to try and battle it out.
Moore kicks it towards the end line.
Dory
giving chase, but
it's going to be a great ball, but it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick. 15 seconds left in the first half.
and she'll just probably wind it down and take it into half, tied at 0-0.
10, 9,
And we see what they do. So
8,
hopefully the next
7,
45 minutes will
6, 5,
determine who's going to win.
4,
If not, we could be playing extra
3,
soccer here later today.
2,
But
1.
I would not be surprised. It's been a good game so far.
So just stay tuned. We'll join us back in about 15 minutes for the second half. Second half's underway, and just like that, Lander has a possession, crossing it, and a near goal. It's going to be a goal kick for the Pacers. And it looks like both lineups are pretty much the same right now. Cadwater plays it out. And we're going to have a special guest, former alum, the great Hannah Allison, joining us.
Hello, Pacer fans.
Allison was a pretty formidable soccer player for a couple years here when she wasn't injured. And even when she was one of her better ones.
You know, couldn't done it without the team.
Shot by Lipovetsky is blocked.
She's gonna take that one wide left. I'm forgetting to commentate. Not a lot working right now. We got 2 minutes in. Both teams kind of just fighting for the ball.
It's going to be a goal kick for the Pacers. Great clear by Caldwater, but it's going to be given back to Lander.
Misdirection on a clearance. Lander's going to take one across, and Rish is going to clear it out.
Lander's still going to have control of the ball, but it looks like Sarah Moore's going to go ahead and win it back for them. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Pacers.
Oh, she's going to have a breakaway, and Caldwater's going to come and take it, per usual.
Does a great job deflecting the ball out of the box, but Lander's going to go ahead and win it back, and they're going to start coming down the field, but Abby Frick tries to fight her off.
There's a little child on the field.
Should be a shot. Ooh, go ahead. You can go ahead, girl.
You got it. We got a shot wide by Lander. Common theme for this game so far. Shots wide on both sides of the field. Lander's going to drop it all the way to their keeper. He's just looking for it forward to flick it. Shot. What a save. We're going to have a Lander corner coming up. A little bit of defensive breakdowns in the back right now for USC Aiken.
But another great opportunity for Lander to have a shot on goal.
Sorry if my face keeps getting in the camera. Lander was looking to play a short corner, but they're still going to. Strike's going to be over. Try to volley that in. I think Kim Jurgensen's set to check in for the Pacers.
Throw in for Lander as they switch fields.
And Lander's got a lot of numbers in the box right now. Ball's just hanging around. Somehow USC Aiken's going to get a clearance on it.
Lander's going to have a shot. Caldar's going to go ahead and pick it up. Let her Pacers set themselves up a little bit. Lander wins the ball back, sending it upfield. Just up the middle, there's going to be a shot.
Taylor Prokowski is going to take one. Karen Callwater's going to take one a little bit off the chest. We have a soft spot for Prokowski here at USC Aiken. She's one of our former Pacers' best friends, Olivia Stiltner. Gonna be a bridesmaid in that wedding. But she's the only one, so.
Corner kick for Lander, and looks like they're going to do the same thing they did earlier. Short ball.
7. Abby Frick's going to win that 50-50.
Oh, shot on goal, and Karen will save it.
It's going to be a little bit of a scuffle in there. I think Callwater and Prokowski got a little bit into it. But all is well now, and Callwater's going to clear it out.
We're all friends here.
Yep. USC Aiken's going to take the throw. I think Jurgensen's going to go in for Caitlin Armstrong, left back. I think we have kind of confirmed that Tori Caldwell is going to be out for the remainder of this game. So I know her mom's listening. Probably panicking, but
she already texted me during halftime.
All is well. She's going to be fine. She just
got a little bump in the head, that's all.
Took a knock, so precautionary. S'more's going to try and play a through ball. Lander's going to field it cleanly and get it out.
Lander's going to go and switch up field, sending it up. Offsides for Lander.
USC Aiken's got to sort some things out defensively because Lander's started to move the ball a lot better than they were in the first half. USC Aiken with a little bit of a counter. We got Kat McHale coming up a little bit slow. I think she's asking for a sub here. She looks like she's in some pain. And then Mazzie's unable to keep that in bounds. We're going to have number 9, Sarah Drury, coming in for Kat McHale.
Substituting in for the Pacers, number 9, Sarah Dury.
Sarah Moore's going to get a little bit taken down and kick the ball out, so. And Perkowski with the turn. Unable to get on the end of that ball.
Good cross by USC Aiken, but it's going to go right to the lander keeper.
Now on the pitch for the Pacers.
We got
number
Hannah
21,
Meredith coming
Hannah
in.
Meredith.
Sarah Moore's going to shut her down. A little bit too bad a reach for Amanda Mazzie there. Pretty aptly on the ball. And not much there. We're going to have a couple Lander players coming into the game.
A tandem of Lander substitutes. Number 20, Kirsty Ellinger.
Christy Ellinger will be
18,
coming in, as
Kari
well
George.
as Kari George.
For 25 and 28, maybe?
It's hard to read the front of their jerseys with all those lines on them.
I know. I like those jerseys, though.
I do like the jerseys. And Landers again with the counter, but Casey Richards is going to come up with the stop for the Pacers. Gonna swing it out wide to 17. Who's going to push it down the line?
16 on Lander. We got a couple numbers in the box for Lander, but they cannot get on the end of it, so Caldwater's gonna come out, pick a side, and hit it to one of the USC Aiken players.
We're just under 30 minutes left in the second half. USC Aiken with 2 shots on goal and Lander with 9 shots on goal. And it's still a 0-0 game.
And we got, I think, nope, never mind. It's gonna be a USC Aiken throw in. USC Aiken's just gotta get more numbers around the ball. For every one player, they've got like 3 Lander defenders. Amanda Giordano's gonna come in. And Rish is gonna clear it, but unable to connect it forward. And they're gonna have numbers on the ball, and Kim Jorgensen's gonna take it away from him. And now we got USC Aiken on the attack. Just got Hannah Meredith slotted down the line. The ref took a little bit of a tumble, but somehow managed to call that offsides, so I don't know. But that's gonna be the call. So Lander's gonna get a free kick here. And that ball's gonna sky past everyone. Looked like a slight handball there, but
Be out of bounds. It's going to be a Lander throw in. And we've got 2 subs coming in, number 12, Logan Lewis, and number 10, Emily Germstad.
Taylor Perkowski is going to have a seat, and number 16 on Lander.
Hannah Martin.
Cool name, good name. Lander's going to get it in the middle and play it back out wide. At some point, she's offsides, but never mind. Never have been one to see eye to eye with referees, so.
I don't think any player ever has.
There's some. Hazel. Hazel is the saint of soccer, that's for sure. We're going to have Sarah Moore on a numbers up counterattack. Lander's going to get a toe in there and slow him down. Sarah Drury's going to just a little bit out of her reach. Yeah, and Lander's going to dribble it out of bounds. But again, we got 1v3 over here. USC Aiken on the attack, so. And Jorgensen has 3 back there, so some good defensive work by her to get it out of there because she didn't have much help. Nobody to flick it to, so I don't think Drury really realized she was the top one, so good idea, just not too much support up there.
Good cross by Lander, but it's going to be picked up by Calwater.
Yeah, We got Sarah Moore able to keep control of it and hit it off a Lander player. Going for the quick play, and she's going to kill it, kick it out. We're going to have a shot, and that's going to be stopped again. So you got Karin back there, you know, keeping the Pacers in this.
With 10 shots on goal for Lander, she's doing a phenomenal job.
And you'll see, you know, the scores of some of the games this season haven't been great, but without her back there, man, people just don't realize how much she actually saves it and saves the team in a lot of aspects. If you weren't watching earlier, she saved a PK, which as a goalkeeper
is big.
Yeah, I mean, that's
big.
Almost a surefire goal, and Lander unable to connect on it. We got, looks like a little bit of a counter by Lander again. They find that they like this right side a lot, and they'll just break it in. As Susan Vodka would say, they're going to hit that bangoo pass to try and play it back a little spot in the area of the 18-yard box. And we got Kat McHale set to check back in, along with the little New Jerseyan Rachel Romeo. Well, she's a saint in my eyes. She brought me some New Jersey pizza, and her mom was here this weekend and made some chicken wings, so taking care of the alumni, that's for sure.
Number 17, Catherine McHale. Number 8, Rachel Romeo.
Coming out is Hannah Meredith and Amanda Bazzi.
You know, it's only been a year, but I can't remember if we go to overtime or not. We do. Just so everyone else knows, we do, in fact, go to overtime if this stays 0-0. Or nobody wants that because it's hot.
There's still 22 minutes left in the game. Hopefully somebody would be able to do a little something with shots on goal.
You know, I hope you're right. We got our softballer over here, Sydney Kate Murphy.
Transitioning over to soccer for a few hours.
Oh yeah, USC Aiken athletes can do it all.
We're a multi-sport family.
Yep. A couple of our soccer teammates a few years ago were actually runners for the softball team. We got Taylor Simmons, who is not listening because she's dealing with some Charleston trees down there from the hurricane, which hopefully everybody out there listening is okay. And if you're listening, you have to have power, so that's good.
Unless you're watching it on your phone, which, you know, you can still do, but offsides for Lander.
Sarah Moore with a beautiful flick. Nobody on the end of it. But USC Aiken's going to gain possession in the midfield. I think, is that Bree? Bree. Yeah, Bree at center mid right now. Lander's going to look to push to the middle and then swing it out the other side, but they're unable to do so. So USC Aiken actually has numbers right now. And Lander got it. What a miss hit by a Lander defender. It's going to give USC Aiken a chance to have a throw in the back third Drury's going to be unable to keep it in. She's off. Yep.
Offsides for Lander.
And again, Lander down the right side. They're going to look to hit that Bangu pass. If she can get by her, Lander's bound to hit one of these in. And they're going to call a PK. So, a little iffy of a call. But, as usual, it doesn't matter. Rather weak kind of toe poke tackle. So Lander's going to have their second PK of the game, and we're going to see if they can convert.
Garn saved one earlier. Maybe she'd be able to save a second one today.
2 in 1 game is a slight miracle, so, you know, I think if anyone can do it, it's going to be her. We'll see. And she's not going to be able to do so, so a little bit of a lucky call there for Lander. But they have been countering the whole second half, so now they got something to show for it. And we're going to have kickoff here to USC Aiken. Maybe that'll put some fire in USC Aiken. We got Taylor Prokowski standing on the sideline getting ready to check in for Lander. I'm not going to be able to do so because I think it's a USC Aiken throw. This right here could be a very, very big chance for USC Aiken. They gotta put something in the box, not straight to the keeper. And that's exactly what Frick does, but their keeper's able to come up with a big punch. Drury's gonna get it out wide though, and nice cutback. Just unable to get it back to the middle. Yeah, and Monica Armendez is going to get in front of number 20 from Lander. Stop her from a pretty good run, so. And Frick's going to stop a breakaway right there. All right, we got 2 Lander players on, Taylor Prokowski and number 16 of Lander. I'm not sure of her name yet.
And number 16, Hannah Martin.
Oh, that's it, Hannah Martin. Off for 2 Lander players, number 12 and 10.
Good job by Abby Frick trying to clear out the ball for USC Aiken out of the box.
This is a good little Tackle there by number 20 of Lander. And somehow Perkowski's going to get out. She's offside. That was just not the smartest play by one of their forwards. Should have taken that shot herself. But Perkowski was able to beat 4 defenders, which, you know,
is a little bit insane if you're able to beat 4 defenders.
yeah. She's strong. Definitely strong. We're going to have Drury fighting for the ball and able to get anything working, and USC Aiken does not have numbers behind the ball at all. Lander's got 5 and USC Aiken has 3, so.
Lander comes in, crosses it, just barely misses, but Lander's got somebody in the back.
They got 2 people wide open in the box and unable to convert, so USC Aiken is saving some goals right here. We had Abby Frick kind of sitting there waiting. And I mean, when I say wide open, they had 2 wide open unmarked players. Sarah Moore's kind of sending up a prayer ball to Kat McHale and unable to connect with that. And USC Aiken just has to get into their tackles, way more aggressive. They're going to have a breakaway here, and Caldwater's going to come out. Bukowski's wide open on that backside. But USC Aiken with stellar defense back there, despite the 1-0 deficit. Could be worse right now.
And when you have 10 shots on goal and there's only 1 goal that's gone in, obviously,
Yeah.
Karn's doing a great job back there, but there's just so many opportunities that Lander's had, and they haven't executed on it.
Yep. So sometimes that happens. I know it's happened at USC Aiken, and a lucky break for Lander again. That was a great counter and a great corner. Smart play by number 20 in the center mid, and Carnes made some amazing saves, and that one just went right under her. It was just unlucky right there, but
the goal is going to be by Christy Ellinger, number 20 for Lander.
yeah, like it just squeaked through there. So good for her for taking the risk to shoot it, because I know we struggle with that at USC Aiken. You just can't score unless you shoot, and she did so. So USC Aiken's got to find something somewhere. We got Heaven Ty Lee down there standing next to the sideline. You could toss a jersey on her. We've got a bunch of alumni here, actually, like 7 or 8. Did Amanda Mazzy check in?
Yes, she did.
I think she did, but I think for Sarah Drury, yeah. She's out there fighting for the ball. She's gonna pick up a foul for USC Aiken. It's gonna be against Lander, so again, they're gonna play this like a corner, and you know, Casey Rich has got a phenomenal finishing. I'm not sure why she's not even in the box right now. But we got Sarah Moore, I think, in there. Nope, she's kicking it. So Abby Frick with a big old head in there. Got our Winthrop.
I was about to say, she's kind of replacing your side, though, too, if you think about it.
Yep.
Usually that's you that's always in there.
Yep, and Abby Frick's going to be the first to the ball, unable to connect. The ball was a little bit short. Monica with a little bit of a fancy move. And this is where she needs to get a little inch and then take a shot. And you just got to find a little crease with Lander because they're pretty good defenders. So and you got AG, Amanda Giordano, chasing down number 16 of Lander, and she's going to stop it. AG actually had kidney stone, I think it was like a week ago, week and a half. So props to her for coming out, chasing her down and getting it done. And we're going to have Lander, pretty sure I've figured it out. If the little one, let's see, number 7, yep, she's going to get it.
And she's going to cross it in.
She raises her hand, she's going to kick it in. It's pretty, same thing every time. And Aiken has just not figured it out yet, but we're going to have Bree Epley come up with a big stop. Number 20, Lander's a little bit shaken up on the play. The second goal scorer, but she found a rhythm and she's getting back.
Great ball by Kim Jurgensen up to Sarah Moore, and Sarah Moore's going to send it up to Amanda Mazzy.
If she would drop that cat, she'd have a shot, but too late. So just unable to figure out the tiny things. You know, a split second earlier. And they're going to look to go straight to the center and then out wide again, but Moore's going to stop that from happening. And Lander just doesn't seem to be getting tired. They're pushing this right wing all the time, and USC Aiken is
taking a beat down.
And Frick's going to swoop in there and take it from her. Fun to watch. You got Abby Frick playing against Taylor Prokowski, who, like I mentioned earlier, they're both bridesmaids. So
battle the bridesmaids
against each other right now, but we'll be standing next to each other come April. And Monica is going to take a little bit of a beating, but somehow get the ball out of there, and Moore's going to be on the attack, but she's got 5 Lander defenders behind her with little help over there, very little help. I think 17 didn't realize how much help she had back there, so she took her out. So USC Aiken's going to have a little bit of a crease right here with the corner. We'll see what they can do here.
Good attempt by Sarah Moore as it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick for Lander. And Lander's going to bring in 2 subs,
10,
Emily Germstad, and number 12, Logan Lewis.
And I think there might be some complications with the video feed right now. It's had a couple people saying that it's offline. We're going to have our tech man right here, Brent Hager. Checking it out. I think Olivia's just wrong, so. You know, you may not be able to see it, but you can still hear us. That's all that matters. It's back. Don't worry, Brent fixed it. It was really Akila's fault, so no problems here. Meanwhile, Lander has a free kick, and they didn't do anything with it, so AG is going to clear it out. A little bit. Uh, 24 for USC Aiken. I'm not sure who that is yet.
Sarah Fiskus,
Sarah Fiskus.
freshman from Aiken, South Carolina, right here.
Lots of new people on this team. Lander going again with the right side ball.
As well as Kaylee Phillips sitting on the sideline waiting to be brought in. Great cross by Lander, but it's going to be picked up by Cloudwater.
After this, we got the boys matchups, which is always fun to watch because I think they have a lot of foreign talent on both teams. So I think they like to duke it out a little bit of a pride thing. And Lander's going to have a breakaway, and she misses.
Just barely missing that right post.
I'm not sure what number that was. She had everybody beat, did everything right, and I think Karin coming out might have spooked her a little bit. She had to hit that with her left foot, but still a great counterattack by these Lander forwards today. Constantly running, that's for sure. There's, I think, maybe 5 minutes left, and they don't look tired, so fresh legs really helps. Fiskus's first action is going to be a kickoff Lander, and she's going to get a throw in. So USC Aiken with a little bit of momentum and a beautiful flick by Kat.
Good ball. Lander sends it deep down the field.
You guessed it, number 16, that wide right run. Back to number 20. And they're going to switch this ball to their left mid, who's wide open, but offsides, so irrelevant now. Glad I could come back and give some entertaining commentary for all our fellow old commentators. We had Sarah Monti, picked up on some volleyball, baseball, soccer.
As well as Sam Chubb
Yep.
on volleyball.
Pretty sure everybody's commentated everything because we love Brent. So
All the favors that we do for him.
always
With all the favors that he does for us.
always looking out for him because he's always looking out for us. So
Best SID ever.
modest man, will never take any compliments. And he has lots and lots and lots of candy in his office. So
Well, not anymore. I've been eating it all day.
we're gonna have Lander here on another counter, but not able to do much with it. Two minutes left. I'm not sure number 7's name for Lander, but I do know last year I'm pretty sure she tore her ACL, so good to see her back out there, and she just went into a tackle super hard. And if I'm wrong about her ACL, then this is going to be really kind of awkward, but I'm pretty sure. So it's always
Victoria Lang, does that
good. Yeah,
ring a bell?
I think so. Always good to see players back out there.
Surprised she doesn't have a brace on.
Yeah, so like I said, that could be so wrong, but. And we're down to a minute and a half, so we get to close soon. I think this result will probably stay 2-0 unless USC Aiken's able to come up with a goal down here. But until then, we got parents, alumni, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, whoever, cousins, everybody watching. We appreciate it. Taking your time to watch USC Aiken soccer when football's on all day is a pretty big deal.
Corner is going to be taken as there is exactly 1 minute left in this game as Bree Epley is going to go over and take it.
Regulation, 1 minute.
So we'll see if she can swing this in here again. Good corner, and we're going to have a pretty good header, though.
There's a good shove match in there, too, by both sides.
A little bit off frame, so we got 40 seconds. Time winds down. We're going to close it here. Score should be finishing at 2-0. I think that'll put Lander, I have no idea where they're at in Peach Belt, but one more win, so. And they're going to actually have, one more breakaway before the game's over, so.
Could potentially be a 3-0 game.
10, 9, 8, 7.
And it's going to go wide of the goal.
5,
That's going to
4,
be
3.
your game
2,
today. We're going to have
1,
Lander 2,
0.
USC Aiken 0.
And your final
Hard
score,
fought
Orlando
battle
Bearcats
between
2,
both teams.
USC Aiken Pacers
Super grateful
0.
for good weather and everybody
The Bearcats
listening.
goal scored in the
Stay
73rd
safe if you're in
minute
the
by Taylor
hurricane.
Walker on a penalty kick,
And we'll see you later for
insurance
men's
goal scored by
soccer.
Kirsty Ellinger in the 78th minute.
In about 30 minutes, men's game will continue on. Dude, she's freaking out right now about Tori.
Yes, I was totally right about Victoria.
I just haven't saved